There was a young man living in a small city. His name was Daniel. Daniel was not poor. He was not uneducated. And honestly, he was not untalented either. But still, his life was not moving forward. Years had been passing. Opportunities had been coming and going. And slowly, without even realizing it, Daniel had been losing something very important. His future. Not because the world was against him, but because of something much more silent. Laziness. Daniel had many dreams. He used to say, "One day I will start my business. One day I will learn new skills. One day I will change my life." But that one day had never come. Every morning he woke up and told himself, "I should work today." But then he said, "Maybe tomorrow will be better." He had been scrolling his phone. He had been watching videos. He had been sleeping late. Days had become weeks. Weeks had become years. And Daniel did not notice that laziness had slowly become his habit. His friends had been moving forward. Some had started companies. Some had learned skills. Some had been working very hard. And Daniel? He had been waiting for motivation, waiting for the perfect moment. But the perfect moment had never arrived. One evening, Daniel was sitting alone in a park. He looked tired. Not physically tired, but mentally. He said quietly to himself, "I could have been successful by now. I should have been doing something better with my life. But I wasted so much time." At that moment, an old monk was slowly walking through the park. The monk had been observing Daniel for some time. He came and sat beside him. For a few seconds, neither of them spoke. The monk finally asked softly, "Young man, why does your face look so heavy?" Daniel sighed. "Master, I had dreams. I had plans. But I have been lazy for years. Now I feel like I have lost everything." The monk smiled gently. He picked up a small stone from the ground, and he placed it in Daniel's hand. Then he said, "Hold this stone." Daniel held it. The monk asked, "Is it heavy?" Daniel said, "No, it is very light." The monk nodded. Then he said something slowly. "Hold it for 1 minute." Daniel did. "Is it heavy now?" "No." The monk then said, "Hold it for 1 hour." Daniel laughed. "Of course it will become painful." The monk looked at him and said, "Exactly. Laziness is like this stone. At first, it feels small. Skipping 1 day of work feels easy. Wasting 1 evening feels harmless. But when you keep holding laziness for years, it becomes a burden that crushes your life." Daniel stayed silent. The monk continued, "You were not defeated by the world. You were defeated by small delays, small excuses, small lazy decisions." Then the monk said something powerful. "Success does not belong to the most talented. It belongs to those who start, even when they do not feel ready." Daniel sat there quietly. He had been thinking about all the days he had wasted, all the opportunities he could have taken. He realized something important. He had always been waiting to feel motivated. But successful people, they had been working even when they did not feel like it. Daniel stood up. For the first time in years, his mind felt clear. He said to the monk, "Master, I understand now. If I change my actions today, my future can still change." The monk smiled. "Yes, the best day to start was yesterday. The second best day is today." Today, many people are like Daniel. We have dreams, we have ideas, we have goals, but we keep saying, "I will start tomorrow." We have been spending hours on phones, scrolling, watching, waiting. Days pass, years pass, and slowly laziness steals our opportunities. Not loudly, not suddenly, but silently. Success is rarely destroyed by failure. It is destroyed by procrastination and laziness. So if you are listening to this right now, ask yourself one question. How many days have I already wasted? And more importantly, what will I do today? Because the truth is simple. Your dreams are not impossible. Your goals are not unreachable. But laziness will quietly destroy them. So stand up today. Take one small step. Start one task. Learn one skill. Do something that your future self will thank you for. Because success does not belong to people who wait. It belongs to people who act. And maybe today is the day your real life begins.